Back in the day, when the movie was good, we all prayed to the altars of the gods of Hollywood. Oh yeah, but nowadays, Hollywood needs to stop. At least that's the opinion of two bros and a pop. Real bros and a pop. Two bros and a pop.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Spoiler alert, folks.
Welcome, everybody, to the second episode of 2025.
Okay, let's try that again. Jay?
Intro, take
Jay, Booby, you were perfect. You were better than perfect. Chris, you're killing me.
I'm gonna be in my trailer, taking a nap.
Excuse me, toots.
3, 2.
Welcome, everybody, to the second episode of 2025, where we do a deep dive, well, as far as we can go, into Juror number 2, starring Nicholas Hoult, Toni Collette, Kiefer Sutherland, J.K. Simmons, and a bunch of other people.
Eastwood's daughter.
Yeah, Francesca Eastwood.
Okay. I'm J.C. Curtis, with my brother, as always.
Mark Curtis Jr., how the hell are you?
And our Pop. And my beautiful wife, as always.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
Okay.
Wasn't expecting
And
that.
as we start every one of our episodes with basically what the fuck is going on in Hollywood, we've actually changed formats and we have a new show.
Well,
Mark,
I didn't get no memo on that.
Okay.
God damn it, Howard.
it's in your email box.
I gave it to Robin over there.
I forgot.
We have a new format?
No, it's a new segment.
Carissa, get the fuck out!
No, instead of doing my usual bat, when there is a good story about Hollywood coming out, but right now the big story in Hollywood's on fire and not in a good way, folks.
it's not.
This is not. I'm not being funny.
Our thoughts and prayers go out to those people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Even though,
However, my thoughts and prayers are with the people of California and what they're going through. But I'm telling you right now, I'm really upset with how much exposure California's getting when North Carolina has been shit on since October.
by our own government.
By our own government, FEMA, all of it.
Did you say that?
I said it.
Wonderful.
It's fucking atrocious.
Yes,
what's
and-
happening to the people of North Carolina.
Amen.
And for Jimmy Kimmel,
That's
to make,
all I'm gonna say.
for
about
Jimmy
it.
Kimmel to make light of it on his show.
Jimmy
the other
Kimmel
night.
is a schmuck. He's a fucking douchebag.
He made light
light of it. Yes.
Yeah, he's such a pussy.
Seriously.
Yes.
Our hearts go out to them.
Yes,
Our hearts-
absolutely.
Our hearts go
prayer.
out to them. Stay safe, people out there.
There is a Pacific Palisades is where the fire started. Okay, it's a very affluent neighborhood.
Okay.
Beautiful.
It's right next to a reservoir that holds over 117 million gallons of water.
And?
And,
Isn't that ironic?
And 2 weeks before this happened.
No. It had been empty for a year.
Oh, okay. Well, then, okay.
Well,
Okay. It'd been empty
Because
for a
they
year.
were repairing some kind of a bulkhead or something
Yeah.
somewhere.
Well, I
Folks-
think I speak for everyone in California, or I like to believe this. When I say
Oh my God, you just scared the shit out of me.
my dad's Rottweiler just scared the shit out of him, folks. No, Gavin Newsom, get your shit together.
You took that fucking state and you ran it into the ground.
Bobby Batch.
We don't like to get
Karen Bass is the mayor of LA.
know.
She went on a fucking trip to Ghana. What kind of a leader leaves their fucking city to burn?
She came back and she pretended like everything's...
Why are the fire hydrants fucking dry?
And what? How many? What kind of funding did they not give the firefighters?
They cut $18 million out of that budget.
Out of the Los
2
Angeles
weeks
budget.
before this shit happened.
Our hearts and minds go out to the people in California. New segment, though. This segment is going to be devoted
Tell us.
to a certain actor or actress
we want to put a spotlight on their career.
Suspense is killing me. I hope it'll last.
This week, the inaugural
Please don't stop.
He's That Guy is one Donald Gibb.
You know,
That's true.
you know, guys want to be girls, girls want to be guys.
Some of the law. He's that guy.
Iconic, man.
This
He's
man.
fucking iconic.
He was never a leading man.
He didn't need to be.
Hang on.
He made an excellent living out of being a supporting actor.
Yep.
And I love Donald
He's a
Gibb.
great actor, man. I started watching
the
him
conductor.
I've started watching him in First and 10.
Guy made a lot of money for being big.
Yeah, dude.
Anyway,
He had good, very, very good comedic timing.
Absolutely. All right. Well, the story begins he was born on the East Coast, but he was raised and grew up in California. He graduated from high school, I think Notre Dame High School in California, and went on to play football in college on a scholarship. Ended up playing with the San Diego Chargers briefly.
Yes, he did.
But a car accident ended his football career, so he rolled into acting, starting as a stuntman.
Yeah.
His very first
true.
theatrical role
That's true.
was Any Which Way You Can.
Son, you are a walking violation of the laws of nature. But we don't enforce them laws.
He was an uncredited stuntman. He played one of the henchmen.
Of course he did.
He went on for other roles. He did several TV appearances before, in 1981, he was in another notable movie with another fantastic actor in the 80s. He was one of the henchmen in Conan the Barbarian.
There you go.
In 1984, that's when gold hits. He becomes Ogre in Revenge of the Nerds.
And the rest.
Thanks, wimp. Get yourself one.
Is hands down.
And the rest writes itself.
And the rest writes itself. He goes on to do a bunch of different TV series, usually just one-off episodes. First and 10, like JC just mentioned. My personal favorite of him, where he played Dr. Death Leslie Crunchner.
First and 10.
Wasn't Bubba Smith on that show too?
I think he was briefly. No, this is O.J. Simpson pre-murder.
Stop.
What?
Go ahead, go.
I loved O.J. Simpson.
Don't worry, he's looking up at us right now.
In the Naked Gun movies, he was hilarious. I'm sorry, man. He was great as normal.
O.J. Simpson was in it. Delta Burke, Jason Behe. He's big now in the Chicago.
Who's that?
He's on one of those Chicago PD or Chicago Fire.
Which one? There's a fire. There's a fucking. There's a fire. There's a med. There's
The cop one.
PD. Chicago PD.
Yeah, I think he's yeah.
What did he play?
He plays the chief, the captain, something like that. I never
What's his
actually
name?
watched.
Jason who?
Jason Beghe, Beghe.
His name's Beggy.
I don't know how you pronounce. I think it's Beghe.
It's not Begay.
I don't know. I never met him.
Oh no.
But Donald Gibb, he's worked with some of the most iconic actors in Hollywood.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah, him. In the last 5 years, he's 70 years old now, so his acting, he hasn't worked since 2011. The last notable thing he did, when Capital One was doing the What's in Your Wallet commercials with the Vikings, he played one of the Vikings.
Oh.
He did that for 5 years and made a damn good living at it.
He was actually in one episode of Seinfeld.
Yeah? Wait, was he?
Yes.
Seinfeld.
He was the S when they spelled out
Yes,
devil.
he was. With the Devils. The Devils.
Yeah, that was Seinfeld. Okay.
Donald Gibb.
He did
was
guest
in-
spots in Cheers.
He was also in a movie called The Grind, a skateboard movie, and he killed it. He was just
He had a notable part in Transylvania 65000.
He was the Wolfman.
He was the Wolfman.
no doubt.
That was
He
it.
was the Wolfman.
He was also in a movie called Missing Pieces with Eric Idle and Robert Wool, and
I am the conductor.
Which is a fantastic. If you can find it, ladies and gentlemen, I implore you.
hey, where you going?
Send it to us, because we can't find it.
Hey,
no,
where you going? That's not true. You can watch it for free on YouTube.
He was his other.
Well, now you won't be able to.
Yeah.
Yeah, not anymore. You ruined that, didn't you?
Damn it.
His other iconic character was Ray Jackson in Bloodsport.
Yeah.
Opposite of
I've never
Jean-Claude.
seen
You
it.
really should. He's fantastic. Opposite.
He played the badass. He played
Yeah,
himself.
he plays a badass.
Come on.
He now is living with his wife. They got married in 1981, and they are still together.
Good for him.
He's
Oh,
raised.
shit.
He has a son who I believe should be reaching his teenage years soon. He is currently residing in Chicago, Illinois.
And he's 70 years old.
Why Chicago?
Because that's where Ogre Beer Brewery is.
Yep.
He is the spokesman for Ogre Beer.
Of course he is.
This man,
It's awesome.
and lately if they ever come to this area, last year him, Curtis Armstrong, and Robert Carradine all went on the 40th anniversary of Revenge of the Nerds Comic-Con tour.
I saw that.
Yeah, it was awesome. People ask Donald Gibb all the time, what's his favorite role? It always comes back to Ogre. I personally think he's funnier in part 2.
Yeah. Ogre. Oh, geeks.
Oh, geeks! And I didn't know this. I found this out in the interview. That scene where he says, "What if CAT spelled dog?"
That was ad-lib.
That was completely ad-lib.
Of course it was.
The director and a lot of the guys on set behind the cameras had to run off screen. They were laughing.
Oh, yeah.
They couldn't stop laughing.
I mean, I can see that.
Hey, I carried you this far. You can carry yourself the rest. I saved your life.
They just left me here to nerd sit. No, you can't think about the 80s without thinking about Donald Gibb.
I actually own the second one and not the first. I love Nerds in Paradise. That's a great fucking movie.
I just think.
Hit the switch. Hit the switch.
And Jay, what was Ogre's given name?
Wasn't it Dan Polawoski?
You got the last name right.
Dave?
No, Frederick Aloysius.
Oh yeah, Frederick.
Ogre, you asshole.
No,
you asshole.
Ogre, Louie.
Frederick.
The man made a career out of playing a big burly biker who could move his one eye and not the other one.
And I'm sure he made a ton of other TV appearances.
Oh,
he did.
I mean, I could have.
He's that guy.
I'm sure he was in back in the day, Step by Step.
He was he played Harry Stone's high school bully in Night Court.
Yeah.
See,
That's one of
what
the.
I'm saying. He's a.
And at the end of that episode, Harry
Iconic
Stone
actor.
knocks him out. Don Gibb, you are this week's that guy.
That guy this week.
Look, you voted guilty. What side are you on?
All right, so let's get into juror number 2.
Okay.
I enjoyed this movie.
So did I.
For being a new movie, because I'm not into new movies
It was
nowadays.
fresh. It was new.
It was fresh.
Twitch was fantastic.
The
acting was phenomenal.
Yes,
I think it was
yes.
phenomenal.
The acting was very, very good in this movie. I mean, you got Nicholas
Hoult.
Hoult.
I believe it's Hoult.
Nicholas Hoult.
He's a Brit.
Yeah, he's
He
definitely
is
a Brit, but he's a hell of an actor.
He's a hell of an actor.
Really good, yeah.
And some of the bluest eyes you ever seen.
Kind of dreamy. I'm
Kind of dreamy.
You're fucking gay.
Yeah, I didn't get
Nothing
into
anything
that.
wrong with that.
She thinks we're gay. Not that there's anything wrong with it.
Weird. But you got Nicholas Hoult. You got Toni Collette, who's an amazing actress. She was in a movie that I really like called Little Miss Sunshine. She was the mother, and it's got Steve Carell in it.
Shirley Temple.
She was in a
No, I'm
movie.
really showing my age, didn't I?
Yeah,
She was in a movie called Heredity,
she was in Heredity.
which is a really good flick.
Yeah,
Is that a horror movie?
Yes.
Yes.
And she was in The Sixth Sense too.
yeah, she was the mother.
Yeah.
She was Haley Joel Osment's mother.
Toni Collette, the
Collette.
prosecutor. Yeah.
The judge.
Yeah,
Oh,
the prosecutor.
The DA.
No, the judge. I really enjoyed the judge's character too in this movie.
The judge
I got a hot
was
dog for her.
actually
she was.
She does a lot of.
she's a judge.
She's that girl.
Ambino, or whatever the hell her name is.
She's a judge.
what?
A judge.
She plays the judge in a lot
Her
of
name
things.
is Amy Aquino.
Yeah, and she was in. Let me look at her.
She's in a lot of shit.
Yeah, let me look at her.
When I first saw her pop, I thought she was the doctor from Stargate SG-1.
I thought she was an older version of Elaine from Seinfeld.
It could be.
Real quick.
She was probably in
Look,
there.
look at her. Look at her.
Amy Aquino
Real quick,
is
look at Elaine from Seinfeld. An older Elaine from Seinfeld.
she was in Curb Your Enthusiasm. She was the woman that she wanted to keep the German Shepherd, but Larry had to take the dog.
Larry, you're a fucking asshole.
The guy who that's Jeff's wife.
I
It's
love
not
her. I
her.
love that
But
woman.
it's not her.
Anyway,
This chick is the one with where basically they always go out to eat with this couple, and Larry and
He tries to give the dog away to them.
yeah, he tries to give them the
Because-
dog because
yeah.
they have kids, And yeah, that's where she's most.
She's been in quite a lot.
She was in an episode of Life Stories, Families in Crisis.
Joey
DePaulo's mother. Yes.
Who? Why does that name sound familiar?
This was back in the 90s.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Was that a real true crime story?
No, it's called,
it was based on true story.
It was on HBO. It's called Life Stories, Families in Crisis.
Sounds, well, that name sounds familiar.
Oh yeah, they made a lot. I think they only made like 3 or 4 seasons of them, and I think I watched every one of them like 5 times.
Ben Affleck was in the steroids.
Yeah.
I was busy in the 90s.
But I wasn't
working
really,
and raising kids.
I wasn't really. I didn't know who the lead actor was when I first watched this movie. But I did look at his IMDb. He's been in a lot of movies.
I loved him in Warm Bodies.
I did not see that fucking movie. I am so fed up with zombie movies.
No. See, that's why I liked it. That's why I liked this movie, because it was an original. Warm Bodies was an original take on the zombie.
Trader, what's wrong with me? I just want to connect. Why can't I connect with people? Oh, right. It's because I'm dead. I shouldn't be so hard on myself. I mean, we're all dead. This girl's dead. That guy's dead. That guy in the corner is definitely dead. Jesus, these guys look awful.
He was in like 4 different X-Men's. Like,
he played Beast. He played Hank McCoy.
Yeah. While we're on the air, I'm going to throw a shout out to Ben's studio. Make a fucking Days Gone 2, please. That's all.
What does it have to do?
Zombies.
Oh, zombies. Oh, get out. Days Gone sucked.
Shut the fuck up.
I fell asleep 3 times trying to play it.
Well, granted,
I had weed in my system, but I still fell asleep. It was boring.
No,
you're out of your mind.
That movie was fucking boring. But anyway, Nicholas, like I said, he's been in a ton of things.
This is the guy that likes fucking The Office.
Great actors. Yeah,
there's
everybody.
Hang on. Him and 50 other million people.
Yeah, maybe 50. Get fucked.
No, I'd say
that's
maybe 50.
That's one of the funniest and well-regarded fucking sitcoms in the world ever.
Pop, you are so in the minority on that one.
Yeah,
you
don't care.
I hate so much about the things that you choose to be.
Yeah.
It's a good show.
When have you known me to ever care?
I know.
You're the same guy that likes that fucking show, The Middle.
That's a good show.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Shit.
The middle. That's that girl.
Shut up.
I can't stand her.
I really don't understand why.
She's got a ganker.
No, she
doesn't. You know how I feel about gankers.
No, she doesn't.
Why do I feel about gankers? Tell them. Tell them both.
Anyway,
so gross.
Anyway, we got Toni Collette, who is, like I said, she's been in a ton of things as well. She's a well-known actress,
and she's damn good in this movie.
She's been in About a Boy, which also had Nicholas Hoult in it.
Yep.
She was the mother in Sixth Sense. She was in the movie called The Hours, Hereditary.
I'm drinking. What do you want?
She was in, I don't know what the fuck Mafia Mama is, but
Mafia Mama wasn't a bad movie.
I did not see it.
She was in Knives Out.
Great movie.
I didn't see it.
The Knives Out movies are I thoroughly enjoy those movies.
She was in Wanderlust, and like I said, one of my really good movies that I like is Little Miss Sunshine. That's a great movie.
I've never seen that.
Got Greg Kinnear in it.
I like Greg
Steve
Kinnear.
Carell, Paul Dano.
Oh.
And Abigail Breslin when she was really young.
So, I enjoyed this movie. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie, which makes what I'm about to say all the harder.
We didn't get there yet.
Fine.
I was really upset that J.K. Simmons and Kiefer Sutherland did not have a bigger role.
They should have been utilized better.
They should have been utilized.
Do you realize those 2 parts could have been interchangeable?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, they could have worked. You know,
Let's face it.
I was really upset that they didn't return.
Kiefer Sutherland wanted to be in this movie because I don't think he had ever worked with Eastwood before.
Yeah, everybody should know that this is a Clint Eastwood movie, and it might very well
be his last.
That's not official.
Because
actually, there are
considering he's 1 year younger than God.
No, there are some health concerns right now with him.
Yes, it is.
Our thoughts and prayers are with you.
Yeah, it is,
Mr. Clint Eastwood.
You are an icon.
Yes.
I watched a clip of Heartbreak Ridge the other day. I almost pissed myself. He's like, all right, guys, we're going to get out there and do PT, and don't shake it more than once because that constitutes pleasure.
All right, hang on. We got to talk about Eastwood for a second. I'm going to ask the panel a question. Ladies first. Chris, do you prefer Eastwood the actor or Eastwood the director?
He did
Million
Dollar Baby was an awesome
It really just
movie.
depends because I like the movies he directs, and I like him acting. I love his spaghetti western stuff.
So do I.
Why do you do this?
Did you watch The Mule?
You know Chris overthinks everything.
Did you watch The Mule?
It's not over there.
No.
I can't.
That's gonna be a thing.
I didn't want to watch a movie where Clint Eastwood plays a drug mule because you know where he's putting that, and that's gross. He's 90 years old. He's getting cocaine shoved up his ass.
Get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn. Get off my lawn, punk.
You know what, Eastwood?
I am not here to take showers with you guys.
I just want to say
Wee
that
hours in the
The
morning.
Marines are looking for a few good men. And you ain't it.
That is one of my favorite Eastwood flicks. Heartbreak Ridge is a great fucking
Unfortunately, I don't think I can watch it considering the war. And
I think he can.
I think you can
I think
because there's not a whole
very
lot of
lighthearted.
combat.
It's a very lighthearted
There's not a
movie.
whole lot of combat.
I
in
watched
that
the
movie.
credits to Hacksaw Ridge, and I got
Hacksaw Ridge is
totally
different.
reversal.
Jesus.
Now, Eastwood.
I want to hear him just tear.
That's
into
Mr.
this.
Eastwood to you.
No, it's not because of the way he ended this movie.
Oh, we're
You
not
better
there
watch
yet.
your mouth.
No, you know what? Fuck. No, I'm sorry. This is
No.
what happens when you let a 94-year-old man direct a movie. He didn't know how to end it.
How dare
He
you?
just turned 95.
Oh, did he?
God bless him, man.
He don't know it.
And he's going strong.
No, he.
Clint
is.
Eastwood is in better shape than the president of the
You're
United States.
goddamn right he is.
Okay,
Yeah, Joe Biden fell down again.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
but
We're gonna miss his antics.
what I'm gonna miss when Clint Eastwood goes is that with him will go the last true
Traditional.
vestige in
Yes.
Hollywood of true masculinity
Actors.
in
Yes.
films.
Personally, I like him better than John Wayne.
I don't like John
dare
Wayne.
you.
I'm not a John Wayne fan.
John Wayne is like
Did you see The Emperor?
genre specific.
We're not gonna talk about that one.
Oh, but see that?
Don't even go
you
there.
can't do that.
No, you can't.
You can't say, oh, you know, this is John Wayne.
John
Not talk
Wayne.
about the Emperor. What is
John Wayne played the
Fuck y'all.
Yeah.
The Duke, baby.
Who's the fucking moron that thought he could pull off Genghis Khan?
No, that's
Was that Sierra Leone?
No,
I didn't
hope
think
not.
so.
It was some asshole that don't work no more.
No, it's probably dead.
That was the era where they thought that was the era of movie stars, though. So they thought that they could put anybody in there.
That's when
Yeah,
blackface.
star,
That's when
and it
blackface was
gonna
a
be
thing,
fine.
and nobody got offended.
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's
Look at Al
back
Jolson.
then. Al Jolson.
I
We got Al Jolson.
I'm sure my age.
Al
Yeah.
Jolson. What the hell do I care about Al Jolson?
But I think
I sort of hear you sing "Mammy."
I think he's his own thing.
Al Jolson.
No.
What are you talking about?
Al Jolson.
Fuck off! I got pills in me. What?
Oh, I'm sorry.
We're
It's,
talking about the Duke.
I'm sorry. It's not.
He's his
It's not
own
the
thing.
Emperor. It's the Conqueror.
Let's not talk about it.
The Duke of
That
Rock.
movie should have never been made. I'm sorry,
No.
but the Duke is the Duke, and that's all there is to it.
The Duke
Period.
of Rock. The Duke of Rock's gonna get out of here. We got a brand new morning man.
This is the Duke of Rock saying, "If you can't be good, be bad, baby."
Die. We got Big Bird here, guys.
Yeah.
but
Let's
he's-
review. My life sucked. Robin dumped me, and now this dipshit's calling me Big Bird.
Got Big Bird here.
He's different from Eastwood.
Eastwood's better. Eastwood.
Wayne.
Eastwood-
Wayne
They're
is
both
not-
their own person.
Hang
They're
on.
both
No,
their
no,
own-
no.
He's-
Eastwood had more range.
That's not the point.
I will watch in Clint Eastwood's.
Granted,
I will watch Clint Eastwood movies until I pass away. Okay,
John
because they're
Wayne-
that fucking
I'm not
good.
talking about John Wayne. It might be tonight.
I'm good with that
John
shit.
Wayne was a very genre-specific actor, and he was great at it, and that's all he ever needed to be.
Get off your horse.
Clint
Walk in this
Eastwood.
road.
Figure a man's only good for one oath at a time.
Clint Eastwood took westerns
I'm
and
not gonna
made
hit ya.
them.
I'm not gonna hit you.
He was
like
part of
hell.
what
I'm
made.
not.
He's part of what made westerns so popular.
You know, talking about being a stuntman? You don't know what to do about a stuntman. I throw myself in the fucking window.
No, Chris, look, I'm not taking anything away from John Wayne's legacy, but I personally, just think Eastwood made better films.
Well,
For the era, come on.
No.
For the era?
No, not even for the era.
John Wayne is his own actor.
You-
Yes, he played himself.
Yeah, he played.
That he did. He played himself, but he was great, and he is great.
No, hang on.
Be great.
Anyway, no.
Looky here, motherfucker.
No. You can't do that. You can put any Western up against any Western.
Okay.
The era doesn't fucking matter because it's the same genre. Am I right?
It's the same genre.
Yes.
For example, Outlaw Josie Vegas.
What a flick.
Much better movie than anything John Wayne ever did.
Big Jack, those not just go.
He's not. Look. He's not wrong because when you think of Western, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Clint Eastwood.
John Wayne.
Clint Eastwood.
You immediately how many John Wayne movies have been spoofed compared to how many of
Tom
Eastwood's have been spoofed?
Whipped.
Look,
The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is the most iconic.
Hang on.
Wider died 1929 Los Angeles.
I love Westerns, but I do not like The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I think that movie is so...
You're a Western snob.
I'm not a Western guy. I'll be honest with you. I'm not a Western guy. I had to watch Unforgiven.
Great movie.
In my acting class when I was out in LA.
Fantastic movie.
It was okay.
No.
I thought it was very slow.
Do you know
it
why?
Was extremely
it was a good
slow.
movie.
That's why I didn't watch The Mule. Because I'm not going to watch something that's named after a jackass that moves this fast.
Your mother hates that movie. I don't know why. It's a fantastic movie.
The Mule? No. The great thing about Unforgiven is...
Great cast.
Yes.
All-star cast.
Listen, the great thing about Unforgiven is Eastwood isn't Eastwood in that movie. He's playing this really mellow, I'm not that guy anymore.
Yep.
Until he grabs that bottle of whiskey.
Yep.
And he chugs half of it, and all of a sudden he turns into fucking
Kid
Harry
Chalene.
Callahan.
No, Kid Chalene. Kid Chalene.
No, he turns into Harry Callahan. He goes in and he just ruinates fucking Gene Hackman's entire posse.
Yep.
Yeah.
By the way, Gene Hackman, unbelievable in that movie.
You feeling lucky, punk?
He's not looking too good these days.
He's in his 90s.
Yeah, he's not looking too good.
Gene Hackman. Do you know what he's been doing for the last 20 years?
And he did.
No. Do you know what he's been doing the last 20 years?
Why do I think he's dead?
Hey, his last movie was Welcome to Mooseport.
Aren't we all?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's sad.
Welcome to what?
Mooseport with Ray Romano.
What the hell is that?
I can't
It's bad.
stand him.
What is it?
Not
What's
good.
It called again?
We tried to watch
I don't
it.
like Ray Romano. I think he's a putt.
I like everybody Raymond.
I like everybody on Everybody Loves Raymond except Ray Romano.
I can't do his voice. He's good in Ice Age.
Hey, where you
That's
going?
because
Sit down.
you can't
Sit down.
see his
You
face.
can't see him. He was great in The Office when he did that one episode where they're doing the jobs.
Yeah.
And he comes in and he's like, he starts eating a sandwich in an interview. Who the fuck does that? But yeah, he's a putz.
But no,
He's not. He's a good actor.
no, Eastwood.
He's a very dry actor. I'll give you that.
He's dry.
You gotta, just like Seinfeld, you have to watch a few episodes
He's like
of Seinfeld
California
to
dry.
get the humor.
Personally, my favorite Eastwood movie, it's a toss-up between the two Any Which Way movies.
Right there.
Yeah.
There it is.
Those movies, I don't care what anyone says about them. Clyde deserved an Oscar.
Clyde was beaten to death by his,
Yes, he was.
by his trainer.
He was abused.
Which
he
really
was beaten
pissed
to
me
death.
off.
Jesus.
Yes, he
Yeah.
was.
And
Yes, he
Clint
was.
Eastwood had no knowledge of it.
Oh, this really
because Clyde and Eastwood were like this.
This took a turn.
Yeah, that sucked.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
Rest in peace, Clyde.
What are you saying?
Trying to kill a hippie?
Clyde?
That was the shittiest. I hated.
I
fucking
liked it.
hated Pink Cadillac.
I enjoyed it.
What a horrible fucking movie.
I enjoyed it.
The
only good
only,
thing
the
about
only thing great about that movie is Bernadette Peters.
I like to fuck
That's
the shit out of her.
Well,
well,
that
that
and-
hot in that movie.
Well, that...
Like I said, we only have 15 minutes. Well, he can get you laid in here
Yeah.
with
Well,
a woman.
With a woman.
Hang on, I think Eastwood's a better director than he is an actor, if I'm being honest.
No, man.
He's great at directing himself.
And he's great at acting.
I think it's a
Come
great
on.
mix.
Oh, he's a great actor.
mix,
He's
bro.
a fantastic
Yes.
actor.
Once again, he plays himself.
Not always. No.
Come on.
No.
99% of the time he does. Guys,
Come on, dude.
Well, maybe
Come on.
most of the
But
time.
I still love him to death. He's a fantastic actor. He's a great entertainer. He's a great director. Period.
I didn't think he could pull off the military, but then I watched that clip of
This you gotta see that movie.
Heartbreak
it's a very
Ridge.
lighthearted movie.
Heartbreak
God.
Ridge, or well, you can't watch this because of the comp, but Kelly's Heroes.
Yeah.
is a really good
You can't
flick.
watch that movie.
Yeah, I wouldn't. No. Him and Donald Sutherland are excellent in that movie,
I
though.
love Donald Sutherland.
Speaking of Sutherland,
Rest in peace, Donald Sutherland.
let's talk about Kiefer.
He looks like a well-made hamburger in this movie. The plastic surgery is...
He's an alcoholic attorney.
Recovering alcoholic
attorney. And he just gives. He's a counselor. He gives counsel to what's his name?
He's a lawyer, Dad.
What's his name?
He's a lawyer.
He's a lawyer. Yes.
Nicholas Holt.
Yeah, but what's Holt's?
Justin
Kemp
or Jeremy, something
Kemp.
like that.
He basically goes to him. He's like, "I killed that bitch.
Yeah, I give me $1.
Yeah, give me $1.
Client
it has
privilege.
to. It's client privileges.
You know what? That's true.
It is true.
JC, you're 100% right about this.
I think he's a great actor.
He was
severely underutilized in this movie.
completely.
Oh, definitely.
Kiefer Sutherland can do it all.
Well, I wouldn't say that. But
I think he
he's
can.
a great
I
actor.
think he
He's
can, man.
He's a good actor. He's a good actor.
Have you ever seen An Eye for an Eye?
Ooh, I don't think so.
That's where where he rapes Sally Field's daughter.
I don't want to see that.
It's good.
It's really good.
Ever since I had a daughter,
I get that, but it's a really good fucking movie.
To play devil's advocate with this, with the star power that they did bring in, they only brought them in
to sell the movie.
Yeah.
Well,
because J.K. Simmons, he stole the role when he's like, 23 years in the force, fuck all of you.
Is he Santa?
If you're looking to try to give a little more screen time to people who aren't as well known,
you give
then it's not a bad deal.
I think Clint Eastwood.
It's not a bad deal.
I think Clint Eastwood found a good balance, but I think that J.K. Simmons and Kiefer Sutherland's role could have really driven
their character,
the plot. You know,
not much, but a little bit more.
Yeah, they could have like really driven like Kiefer Sutherland could have made Justin way more paranoid than he was.
Oh yeah,
J.K. Simmons could have been working the scene once he was released from the fucking case.
I would have been.
I'm just going to throw this out there. I don't think there's a weak link acting wise in this movie.
No, there isn't.
Yeah, there is.
First of all, I did some research about this Holt, whatever
I think
the
it's
fucking name
Holt.
is. The kid.
Nicholas, if you're out there listening,
we're sorry.
Please tell us how to pronounce your name. Comment it below.
Holt.
She-haw.
She-who?
The Grand She-haw.
The Grand She-haw.
Grand Chahi.
Chahi. Okay, whatever.
If you're not into the whole brevity thing.
Yeah. Hey, man. and that guy peed on it.
Me and Dad can't wait for somebody to be like, "You guys suck," and I'm like, "Yeah, well, that's your opinion, man."
Yeah, well, that's just like your opinion, man.
No, I did some research on this kid, the character Kemp.
He's been acting for a long time.
He's been doing a lot of
I
shit.
thought he was brand fucking new.
No.
I was like, damn, he's a good actor.
He has some fucking shit under his belt. But this movie has got to be his best performance.
Yeah. Like his
and I did a lot of research on him.
Like his character.
I don't know him.
The only thing I didn't like about the only thing I didn't like about his character was there was no arc. He was gonna fucking get out of this thing as much as possible. A character arc is when the character has
they get their highs and they get their lows.
They got their highs and their lows.
Let's say that.
No, it's a character.
It's called an arc.
That is fucking Hollywood jargon shit.
It's not Hollywood jargon. It's.
I'm a northern hick. Fuck that.
It's story structure language.
Okay.
Basically, this guy.
Again, folks, he overthinks things.
Basically, this guy.
He went to college.
This guy was like, "Fuck jury duty. I'm gonna get out of this, and I'm gonna do everything I possibly can in order to make myself feel better about this." That's what he did the entire fucking movie.
If he never goes to jury duty, he never knows that he did it.
He never finds out.
He never finds out.
I think that's what makes the story so interesting.
The whole thing.
He had no idea
behind
until
Clint.
that moment.
All right, let me ask you guys. Could you live with it?
Could I live with it?
Could you live with it?
No, I couldn't.
Even though you got a little... Jay, Carissa's at home. She's about to pop out a kid that you've never met.
This is
Carissa
probably-
would want me
Karma's a bitch.
to fucking own up to it.
Karma's too
honestly.
much of a bitch.
This is probably
Yeah,
the best part of the whole thing is that it's such an interesting kind of moral
Right.
dilemma.
No, it is.
It's a very interesting moral dilemma.
It's something
because-
fresh. It's
Yeah,
something
that-
fresh.
We all
He
go
did-
through it.
Oh, yeah.
One way or another, and maybe not. That
I've never
degree.
hit a woman after I didn't drink at a bar.
That good. Let me finish.
But he
in life,
didn't-
in life situations, we all go through, not to that degree,
no, but-
certain moral dilemmas.
Let me ask you this. Did you guys think the boyfriend was guilty before everything happened?
No.
I did.
No.
I was like, I
No.
think he fucking killed her.
I didn't give it thought.
And I'll tell you why. They actually say it in the movie. The juror that replaces J.K. Simmons says, when she says it, that she watched a lot of true crime, he's the perfect suspect. Rule number 2 is it's never the perfect suspect.
The old lady.
Yeah.
She was annoying.
Well, yeah, she was fucking here. Well, she's a bored housewife, looks like Mark Sweetwater. What'd you expect?
Right in the first few minutes of the film, we already found out that the other guy didn't do it.
Yeah. It was a great twist.
That was
We
crazy.
knew that the
was
boyfriend didn't
An
do
early
it.
twist was
they threw
fantastic.
that wrench in right the fuck
I loved
away,
it.
man.
I loved
It's
it.
We were like 15
holy
minutes
shit.
in. Like,
I went,
holy
oh,
hell.
snap.
I honestly thought that
Fantastic
I honestly
writing.
thought as a juror member he was just placing himself in the crime. But then I was like, holy fuck, this guy actually did it. Like it was crazy.
The deer. There was no deer.
There was no deer.
It was a fair assumption on
Plan.
his part, though.
There were ain't no plan.
It wasn't up on Brookstone Road. It was an old quarry.
Old quarry road.
There were a couple of things that I'm sorry. As much as I like the character of the judge, no judge in their right mind is not gonna call a mistrial after 2 jurors pull what those 2 pull.
Yeah, there would have been a
That's
mistrial.
kinda
That would have
what I
been
No juror is gonna do that. No judge is gonna say,
Yeah.
"All right, well, we're still good." No, that's
No.
not gonna happen.
That's probably one of the holes. For the movie.
No judge is gonna allow that case to keep going.
No. But I wanted to see where they were going with it. I was like, I want to see what J.K. Simmons is going to fucking bury. He's going to dig up from this buried fucking thing.
But no, the rest.
I didn't.
The rest of the jury.
He went and did Red One, and that fucking sucked.
The rest of the jury.
I watched 15 minutes of it. That's all I needed to watch.
The rest of the jury was really good. Leslie Bibb did a fantastic job as the jury foreman.
Mm-hmm.
She's good in a lot of different things too. You know what the first thing I ever saw her in, James?
The pretentious cocksucker.
She played the tour guide giving the tour in private parts.
Yep.
The 13-inch kielbasa.
Yep.
She's.
Her.
If you look to your
gotta love it, folks.
You're gonna love it.
What he did to me
was most unprofessional. I hold you personally responsible.
Laughing you one.
I'm Russ Buckingham. I've done a bit of light comedy and some stop motion.
I know you're very proud of Summer Talk, Russ.
It's
You gotta get him out of here. Robin's my voice of reason.
She was also in an episode of Entourage. One episode she played Artie Lang's fiance when he went to go hang out with Ari, Jeremy Piven.
She was in Iron Man 1.
Who was she?
Holy
She
shit.
was in the beginning of the movie. She played the reporter that Robert Downey Jr. sleeps with after she tries to badmouth him.
Okay.
In the very beginning of the movie.
What a pig.
Well, yeah. Well, you'd say no to Leslie Bibb.
She was in a lot of others.
Oh, she's been in quite a few. She was in The League.
She was in The League.
She played Pete's wife. But no, this movie, the cast was stellar. They really they tried to make 12 Angry Men in 2024, and while I believe this movie was very, very good, 12 Angry Men it ain't.
Cedric Yarbrough pissed me off the entire movie. He's like, he's fucking guilty. I was like, you are totally biased.
Well,
but that was the point.
That's the thing. You're not supposed to be biased when you're on a jury. You're supposed to be impartial. And this guy was like, he fucking did it. My brother got killed. Blur.
I think that's why it's a good commentary on the justice system in general, because you're never going to have everybody be impartial.
Exactly.
That's always going to be the problem with the juries, and I think that's what also makes this another level of interesting, is that there are a lot of people who could potentially go to prison for something they didn't do just because the jury wanted to go home and they were okay with convicting
That
the
happens
guy.
every day, folks.
That's kind of scary.
Exactly. So it presents some really hard, interesting
Has anyone here ever...
Is the truth really justice?
Has anyone here ever actually...
Well, the truth is...
What does that mean?
Has anyone here ever actually served on a jury?
Nope.
No, I did get a twice.
I've gotten them twice.
I got called in once.
3 times.
And it was a case.
I was called. Always got out of it.
I went down to the courthouse and
hang 'em high.
I went down to the courthouse and I got called, and I didn't get picked. I got picked for the first part, but not the second part.
You're out of order. No. You're out of order. This whole court is out of order.
This is why we gotta go video. Anyway, it was a case that I actually wanted to be on because I wanted to see. I wanted to see the outcome.
Of what?
Of the case that I would call for.
What was the case?
It was a case. It was a DUI.
Okay.
Hang on. The man was operating a bicycle drunk. I didn't know that was illegal.
Are you talking about?
Drunk driving?
No, you mean the lawn riding mower.
No, a bicycle.
The drunk riding.
It was a bicycle. And they asked me, sir, do you...
That was a real case.
They asked me, they said, juror number, whatever number it was, they said, do you have any friends or relatives in law enforcement? I said, my brother was a military police detective. All right, you're excused. So you got me out of jury duty, so thank you for that.
I should have got you $5 that day.
I did! Fuck you! I went to Arby's.
I should have got half of that, you prick.
I went to Arby's.
For $5.
They were 5 for 5.
No, being that
this was a long time ago.
Being that I get migraines. They excuse me both times. Not to mention, I told them I have PTSD, which is I have medical records to prove that a mile fucking long.
I just told them I'm prejudiced.
No, that don't work anymore.
I was going to college, so.
Chris, you're right though. Millions of people innocent people get convicted every year just because they want to get home to their kids.
I would go there.
Hurry up.
I would go there and see the people on the steps trying to put bandages around their fucking.
I'm still trying to get out of it.
Terrible.
While you stepped out of the room, I brought up, they tried to make 12 Angry Men in 2024.
Yes, they did.
And while this is a good movie, it's not 12 Angry Men.
Oh, hell no. That's pure acting genius.
That's all they had back then.
It was so good.
It was
12 guys in a fucking room.
Yep.
Just like Reservoir Dogs.
Shut up.
The entire fucking movie takes place in a warehouse.
You know what? You didn't always.
When I first saw the movie,
why do I gotta be Mr. Pink?
You're a fucking faggot.
Why am I Mr. Pink? Because you're a faggot, all right?
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Nobody's switching. This movie, it was very well done. The acting was superb.
Yeah.
Kiefer Sutherland, that man could play the shark in Jaws.
I'm serious. He's always been a great actor.
Designated survivor.
24. Mm-hmm. He's the new voice of Sam Fisher.
That makes sense.
Splinter Cell.
What do you mean the new voice?
In the last Splinter Cell game, he did Sam Fisher.
I thought it was.
And in the new one,
there was hope for another game.
There is. No, there is.
Is there?
No,
yes, there's a new one in development.
Yeah, we'll see it in 10 years.
Well,
I'll be dead. You'll be happy.
Don't be happy. Kiefer Sutherland. My earliest recollection of Kiefer Sutherland is Stand By Me.
Yep.
Ace the Bully.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And Lost Boys.
And
Lost Boys.
Oh, the greatest vampire movie ever made.
Absolutely.
Well,
it's up there with John Carpenter's Vampires.
I'm glad you
I
said
love
that.
John Carpenter's.
You know what? Lincoln is a vampire slayer. I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's a good fucking.
Wayne.
What the fuck? Did you take an edible before we started?
No, I didn't.
Are you fucking serious?
Have you not seen that movie?
Yes, I have.
Four scored 7 seconds ago. She was talking about.
And you're a film snob, and you're telling me
it's fun.
No, John Carpenter's Vampires.
It is fun.
What the fuck is she talking?
It's a fun
Abraham
movie.
Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Who's that?
It's on a train.
Abraham Lincoln was the 16th
Who plays
president.
Lincoln? Shitbag.
Who plays Lincoln? Shitbag.
Who plays Lincoln?
I don't remember.
Is it fucking Hugh Jackman?
No.
It's fun though. It's fucking fun. fun.
It wasn't a bad movie.
It's absurd, and that's
Yeah,
why
but you
I
want
like
to
it.
compare that to The Lost Boys or John Carpenter's Vampires? James Woods should have got a fucking Oscar for.
I've never been a fan of The Lost Boys. I
Let me ask you, Padre.
What?
When you're off that,
I've never been a
get a
fan.
little wood.
Stop. Wham!
Maybe-
Fuck! Did you hear what she said?
What?
I've never been a fan of The Lost Boys. I just don't.
Oh!
Whatever, dude.
How do you
Go
know?
away.
Because you weren't born yet.
Ooh.
So what?
Yeah, right. I was watching Camp
One
Nowhere,
of
and she's
my
like, "What's this?" And I
favorite
was like, "You're
movies
shit."
is over 100 some odd
Literally
years
hot
old,
legs.
so I don't
movie
want to
is
hear it. Metropolis, and it's black and white and silent.
I never saw that.
I did.
What was it?
We had to watch it in
Metropolis.
class.
Is it a good movie?
And oh, by the way,
It's a silent movie.
if I gotta read something, I'll get a book.
There's no reading. Just watch it.
Nicholas Hoult, speaking of vampire movies, the new Nosferatu, which I do want to see.
He's gonna play in that.
He is in it.
Yeah, Craven was in it too.
He's Renfield, I believe.
No.
No, he's not Renfield. He's
No,
Eastwood.
he played Renfield.
In Renfield.
Yeah, and Nicolas Cage played
Yeah,
Dracula.
yeah.
I have not seen that movie, but I do want to.
I want to
Oh,
see it too.
is he Renfield
Yes.
in that
Yeah,
movie?
yeah,
That
yeah.
movie looks gory as fuck.
And
man.
again,
I did my homework.
and it's
somewhere.
Nick Cage basically chewing the scenery in everybody's neck.
Yeah.
And the other. Well, the other. Well, by the way, if we're going to talk about vampire movies, we got to talk about
Don't do
Kiss
it.
of the Vampire.
No,
or
it's
Vampire's
Vampire's Kiss.
Just don't.
He actually ate a real cockroach.
I
so
wouldn't
am
be
I.
surprised.
when he's chasing the pigeons.
God,
It's good protein.
that was his follow-up to Moonstruck.
Yeah.
When
How do
he's
you follow? JC is broken. He's broken.
Now, and
I'm a vampire. I'm a vampire.
Yeah, you're a freak.
And then he tips his couch to a coffin.
Have you ever driven a boat before?
No, I've never sailed before.
You have a first aid kit, sir.
He fucking. Woo.
You have
My
flair.
girlfriend broke up with me. I'm a vampire.
You get it, the cunt.
He's fucking sleeping under the couch.
Yeah.
Dirty ass.
I just,
I'm a vampire.
I'm a vampire! I'm a vampire!
J.K. Simmons.
they all work well together.
I think J.K. Simmons stole the fucking show. I think
yeah.
he was the best part of the movie.
Yeah.
That's why they had to get rid of
He's just a phenomenal actor.
He really is.
He really is, man. Anything he's in is great.
You know, I couldn't place him only from a little while ago.
We are farmers.
Yeah, I always see him in these commercials, right? And I know I knew him as an actor.
it just never.
I just can't place him. And here he's just that guy.
Jonah Jameson.
Yeah, J. Jonah Jameson.
J. Jonah Jameson.
Parker!
He's 70 years old. He don't look bad for 70.
No.
He don't age.
But he was in a movie. My favorite movie with J.K. Simmons is probably Extract. Dinkus.
This
Boy
man,
genius.
this man has been in over 241 things.
Wow.
He is very productive.
Yeah. And he's phenomenal. If he doesn't have an Academy Award, he should. He should have won for Whiplash.
Yeah.
Didn't he?
You said Birdman.
Whiplash, he was a real
That's
prick.
Best
Man, it was a
Picture.
great movie.
But I don't know
He
if
was a great
got,
prick.
I don't know if he got a nod. I think he got a nod for it.
He was so.
It's been a while.
Well, what do you want? I say he's guilty.
Want to hear your arguments?
I gave you my arguments.
We're not convinced. We want to hear them again. We have as much time as it takes.
Let's get into what we liked about this movie. I mean, the plot is just. I mean,
it was good.
It was a fresh idea.
It was different.
That's what I liked about it. It was a fresh
idea.
It's such a relief to watch a movie and to just get into the story and not be taken out by anything freaking stupid.
Except the ending.
Yeah.
Except the ending.
Yeah, we're getting over that.
That's probably the only thing. I mean, other than that, this movie is a nice.
I got a lot of problems with.
This movie is a nice, tight, simple movie, and that's what it should be.
I enjoyed it.
Being weird.
I really like the script for this movie. The writing.
No,
we're laughing at you, Chris.
They did a good job.
No, we're not.
No,
they did. The movie.
The script was stellar.
Everybody was
Jonathan A.
played
Abrams
well together.
Wrote this movie. I had to look him up, and
he sounds really familiar.
This is his. You're thinking of J.J. Abrams.
Whatever.
Jonathan A. Abrams. This was his first Script. This was his first.
Was it really?
Yes.
Wow.
It's really good.
Okay.
I'm impressed for a first outing. Just
It was great writing.
There's so
great
many
story.
people-
Really got to worry about. Really got to try tying that shit up better though.
I honestly think that.
I don't think that was in the script.
I think.
I'd like to see it.
I want to believe that Clint Eastwood is that kind of guy that if he sees a really awesome script, he's going to take that person on.
He has a tendency to take stories that are things that he knows really affect people personally.
I mean, this
to
was...
do that. That's what that's what made American Sniper. That's what made American Sniper such a big deal for everybody that watched it.
Yeah.
Because they were really, really invested in the actual characters compared to other movies.
How could somebody watch The Hangover and think that guy would make a great sniper? Don't get me wrong, Bradley Cooper's a fine actor. I enjoy his work, but
this is what Clint Eastwood's known.
He was awesome in the remake of the A-Team
movies.
Didn't see it.
Oh, you didn't see that movie?
He likes to.
Pretty good.
I take it as he likes to do movies that are real life situations
relatable.
That could be relatable.
And he also takes situations that are really fucking out there and makes them relatable.
How like watching this movie, how could you not put yourself in this guy's fucking...
That's all I did for 90 minutes.
Exactly.
It's like, what the fuck
What
would
would
you
you
do?
do?
Would you?
What would you do?
Would you turn yourself in?
I would turn myself in. I believe in karma.
I feel like
It was an accident. It was a year later.
I don't think I could.
But here's the thing. He did not know that he killed a woman.
No.
He thought he actually hit a deer.
Spoiler alert, folks.
Yeah, there's a ton of spoiler alerts.
Fucking
he
get over
screwed
it.
himself. He screwed himself right off the bat. When he realized that
It was me.
that it was him, he should have went, whoa.
It was me.
Whoa, something's wrong. I need to talk to somebody.
He should have told
I
his
need a
wife the
lawyer.
truth, though.
Now, if you were that
He
lawyer,
was worried. The problem was, and this was the smart part about what the writer did. They took the wife and they made her have a high risk pregnancy. She'd already had a miscarriage previously, so he was.
And what did he tell her?
he was under a lot of pressure.
He was afraid that if he told her that she might lose the baby.
But I don't care. I would have to.
Well, yeah, because you find out like halfway through the movie that the guy's an actual alcoholic.
And the reason that he was there that night was because of the fact that the babies
It was getting
died the first time.
It was getting
and
that's why he was there.
I couldn't.
Folks, me and my wife have been through a miscarriage.
So have I.
It's awful. It's like you just feel like it's just awful. Let's just go there.
I was lucky enough not to experience that, and my heart goes out to anybody who does.
So I mean, the first thing I would want to do if my wife told me that we had a miscarriage is probably have a drink to just chill because,
But see, given all that knowledge, high risk pregnancy. This is your first kid. You don't want. You've rebuilt your life after being a fucking alcoholic. After all that.
Why do you gotta say fucking alcoholic?
He's just going. Let him go.
Ahead,
Let him go. He's rolling.
Okay, go.
Okay, you've rebuilt your life after being an alcoholic for some fucking reason. Pop's offended. Anyway, don't look at me like that, you bearded.
Hey, you're acting like you got a chip or something.
Look what I can do. Look what I can do, Mark. Look what I can do.
Yeah. I don't think I could do it.
No.
I don't think I could turn myself. I don't think I could turn myself in.
I could. I'd have to.
I couldn't live with that, man.
You'd be surprised what you could live with.
No, bro.
My worst fear is running somebody over.
Yeah.
I don't think I could do it, especially a child. I could. No, there's no way. I'd have to.
You didn't stop when you hit that duck?
Fuck that duck.
It was a duck.
No.
He really did. He really did. But here's the thing. I mean,
Mark's gonna die.
I totally believe in fucking karma.
Yeah.
And I honestly think that if he did turn himself in, somebody call the fucking...
No.
If he turned himself in, I think the court would be lenient.
No.
I think so. Because he didn't know that he fucking killed
Listen
a human
to what
being.
Kiefer Sutherland says to him. He'd be screwed.
Yeah, because he was an alcoholic, a former alcoholic.
alcoholic.
I get it.
How many DUIs did he have under his belt?
And even though he was clean and sober that night...
No, we don't know that.
Hang on. Even though he was clean and sober that night, there's no fucking way they would have believed that he was.
He was at a bar.
I get that.
He was at a bar, and you're an alcoholic, a recovering alcoholic?
Yeah.
Come on.
No way.
His one saving grace was something that the script actually left open.
There's a band that I watch at that club.
Was the fact that the investigators didn't do their due diligence in investigating more possible suspects.
This movie...
And it makes you wonder how many fucking investigators out there do their due diligence.
When he
Let's
asked,
be real.
When J.K. Simmons asks the prosecutor, "Did you even interview any other suspects?" No. This movie puts a spotlight on bad police work.
It does. It really does. Because
Meanwhile, police work, what you would personally do morally if something happened that you didn't even intentionally do it.
The first thing I would have done is gone out to the fucking site.
Well,
and I would have, as a criminal investigator, a former criminal investigator, I would have gone out to the site. I would have seen all the stuff that was there. I mean, that fucking gully was down there, man. That was a fucking fall.
By the way, I do like
down
near the end of the movie.
Yeah, it was a fucking fall.
Near the end of the movie when him and what was the
and that guy hit her.
What was the black juror?
Dad, please.
What was the black juror's name? The guy. What'd you say his name was?
His name's Cedric Yarborough. That's his real name.
When him
black guy.
When him and Cedric.
He played in a lot of shit.
When him and Cedric are talking at the site and Nicholas Hoult slips, I actually like that was a nice touch.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was a nice touch.
I also liked
this movie was fucking excellent.
I also liked it at the end where they're sitting on the bench and he basically slips. He spills
He
the
slipped
beans.
right then and there.
He
when
fucking
was
spills the
talking to
beans.
DA.
Hang on, slips
It's
or
like,
guy or
what if this guy's a jackass and his he's a really nice guy, but he didn't mean to do it. Like, are you telling me that you're a dick and you fucking killed this person? Because he was. He basically admitted to a prosecuting attorney.
Oh yeah.
That he fucking killed her, but because the case was dismissed,
I think it's pretty.
And she was trying to get points to be the DA.
But here's the thing. He can't be. The case cannot be considered double jeopardy because they would be charging somebody else.
Yeah, I was about to ask that. Can this be retried?
No. Oh yeah, it can be retried,
but
with a different defendant.
Okay, well,
which is obviously the guy that I think the guy at the end of the movie, he goes to jail, right?
Oh yes,
he's found guilty.
That's the whole premise there.
And it's really fucking annoying because
the guy was a scumbag, but he was an innocent scumbag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually didn't think he was a scumbag.
Really?
He didn't hit the woman. He did not hit her.
That time. He didn't hit her that time.
We don't know if he hit her.
He was aggressive.
We don't know if he hit her.
Dude, the guy was a bad drunken scumbag. Let's be fucking real.
I am being fucking real, and I don't think it was.
I think he was trying to change his ways.
Yes.
And
people can change.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I changed.
Sometimes. Not all the
See, that's your problem. You wouldn't be on a jury because you're fucking
I'm the
non-impartial.
epitome of change.
You couldn't be on a jury because you used to be a cop.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
23 years in the force, fuck all you. I know everything.
Now I run a flower shop. He did. He ran a fucking flower shop.
Ugly fucking van. Like,
Nothing
what
wrong
is
with
he
that.
driving?
No, nothing wrong with
You're
that.
making a living.
But
I think it was a
think about it. You're a homicide detective for 23 years. You want to get about as far away from that shit as possible. Let's open a flower shop.
Roaring by. You're talking about a matter of seconds. Nobody can be that accurate.
Well, I think testimony that could put a boy into the electric chair should be that accurate.
Okay, let's get into it. Let's talk about it.
The
elephant.
What we didn't like. Let's talk about the 2-ton fucking 94-year-old elephant in the room.
The fucking ending was atrocious. However, that fucking look she gives him at the end with no words.
Fuck the look.
It was awesome.
No, fuck the look. That whole scene. Do you know how I think this movie should have ended?
I was really pissed.
I'm still pissed.
I know when it ended, we were all like,
This movie left. Hang on. This movie left me with film blue balls.
Yep. What it means is I'd like to blow Clint Eastwood out my ass as well.
By the end of that movie, by the end of that movie, it was like having that great. You're building to an awesome orgasm, and all of a sudden, she says, "All right, that's enough." Clint Eastwood, great actor, great director. He dropped the ball at the 1-yard line.
Yeah,
no, he didn't.
I honestly don't think he was in his right mind when he
Yes,
the ending.
He made the ending, so we're doing right now. We're talking about it.
Okay, here's the thing.
That's why he made that ending.
In Hollywood, rewrites are a thing. Okay, they're done every fucking movie, and I think they had a badass ending, but I think that somebody else rewrote it. Honestly,
it's like at the end of the movie. Clint Eastwood, somebody told Clint Eastwood about Clyde's death, and he just lost it.
Yeah, the ending was atrocious.
I hated the ending.
But that look.
Right.
Okay.
That look was awesome.
You know how this movie should have ended? Hands down, this is how it should have ended.
That's pure acting.
Yes, but this is how it should have ended. When he goes to the grave site, he lays the flowers on the grave. He's walking back to his car.
The hand comes up.
Hey, no. Walking back to his car. He goes to open his car door. He drops his keys. He goes to pick up his keys, and a truck plows into him, killing him instantly. And here's the point.
And Dad would have said, "All right."
Yeah. Here's the point. Here's the point. While America's justice system couldn't get justice done, the universe did it.
Yeah, and I believe in that shit.
That should have been.
That's why I would fucking turn myself in, man. I believe in that
at the
shit,
stair.
dude.
Let's talk about the stair.
The stair
1,000-yard stair
was incredible.
There
as
should
an
have
actor,
been two police officers standing behind him, or even
J.K. Simmons' character.
J.K. Simmons should have popped
holding a bouquet of roses.
J.K. Simmons should have popped out and said, "We are farmers."
So I think they could have stayed with the ending that they had.
Yeah.
But if it were at night, they could have had the
flashing
police
lights, yeah,
in the background. You wouldn't have had to see the cars, but all you would have had to see is her.
And again,
and then we would have gotten
like 2 minutes earlier.
Fine.
I was really pissed that they were all happy in a family and even though I killed somebody a year ago.
2 minutes before the stair, we see him putting his little girl? Little girl. Right, putting his baby down, and he hears the sirens, and he looks out the window, and he.
See, I couldn't live that way.
See,
man.
exactly. They could have ended the movie right there. They could have done it right there. But no, here's another thing they could have done. Instead of opening that door to Toni Collette and her famous stare,
Miss Mary Mack.
No, instead of opening the door, just end it with him hearing a knock on the door, and he goes,
"Yeah."
That could have been better too.
No,
or the baby sits up and says, "I'm fine."
Because
I'm fine.
I think it just leaves too much to wonder that she was there, but nothing was said.
Pop has a point.
It's on his head.
Clint Eastwood did this, so we would do exactly what we're doing. Talking about
Clint Eastwood did this because he's 94 years old and he thinks he's still a cowboy.
And he is.
I mean, this is just, he's the cowboy.
Yeah. This is usually just a famous way for Oscar bait movies.
Yeah.
This is a typical way that Oscar bait movies tend to end.
Was this movie better than $1 Million Baby?
It's been a long time. I only saw it
was
once.
Was this movie, The Juror 2, better than $1 Million Baby?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
only because
Million Dollar Baby was drawn the fuck out.
It was a good movie.
The only part I liked that part about the book where he's like, what's danger doing?
The pacing in this movie is great.
Oh yeah.
Very. Except for with the exception of the last 15 minutes, I would have liked to have seen Nicholas Hoult's character
evolve,
have a conscience.
Flip in the jury room.
That's what I thought was going to happen.
When the defendant was walking out and they did that wide shot, I was waiting for either him or Toni Collette to fucking stand up and be like,
that's what we all thought.
Point of parliamentary procedure.
They kind of rushed toward the end. They wanted to get to that stair.
That stair.
It was a great stare. I'm not
1,000-yard stare, baby.
That fucking stare was
the
ridiculous,
ending
man.
just.
But I think there should have been 2 uniformed police officers.
Kiefer Sutherland was not used correctly. I think Kiefer Sutherland realized. I think he heard this was Clint's last movie, and he said, "I have yet to work with that man. I want to work with him." Now, if you take out the last 30 seconds of this movie, the last 30 seconds, take it out. This is an excellent film.
Oh no! Straight up. That was probably the only.
I enjoyed the movie.
That was the only thing that ruined it.
It was fresh. It was new.
It was.
It was a newer movie. Clint Eastwood just rocked it with this.
Yeah, he did. It was a solid. If this is going to be his last movie, he nailed it.
What was his first directorial debut?
Play Misty for me.
No.
Look it up.
He did not do that. He didn't do that. I think his first movie was Space Cowboys.
Look it up.
That he directed?
He directed that one too. Oh boy, folks. These guys are going to learn one of these days not to fact check their dad. Because I do my homework. Just for you folks.
Well, we do community notes here, not fact checking.
Oh, please. Say it, Jay. Say it.
Play Miss.
What was that? What the fuck was that? Play Misty for me.
No, I didn't say that.
That was his first
I did not say that.
directorial debut.
I did not say that.
What'd you say?
To play Misty.
He fact-checked me.
No, yeah.
Damn it!
And he did do Space Cowboy. Me and Mark were talking about that
I
earlier.
thought his first movie was Space Cowboys.
No.
Jay, he's been directing a
Holy
long,
shit!
long
I had no
time.
idea.
Since the 70s.
It's always difficult to keep personal prejudice out of a thing like this. Wherever you run into it, prejudice always obscures the truth. I don't really know what the truth is. I don't suppose anybody will ever really know. 9 of us now seem to feel that the defendant is innocent. But we're just gambling on probabilities. We may be wrong. We may be trying to let a guilty man go free. I don't know. Nobody really can. But we have a reasonable doubt. And that's something that's very valuable in our system. No jury can declare a man guilty unless it's sure.
Final thoughts on the movie. I thought it was stellar. It was fresh, something new. The cast were stellar. The ending was fucking atrocious.
No,
Yes, it was.
Minus the stare. Minus the stare. There could have been more there. However, it was an A+ movie. Great movie.
It was. I agree. I totally agree. I agree with everything except the ending. 'Cause the ending is what he wanted it to be. We're talking about it. Everybody's talking about the ending, and that's what he wanted. That doesn't make it good. It's a great movie.
The movie is great.
I mean, I won't watch it again.
The story.
I'll watch it if it's
the
on
writing
TV,
was
but I'm not gonna
fantastic.
go out of my
I
way.
would watch it.
The
I would
writing
watch
was
it if it was on
fantastic. The
TV.
script was good.
This movie.
The cast was fantastic.
This movie is this is the movie equivalent to the ending of Far Cry 5.
Anyway, we're gonna move on to the scale of lame. You guys know what it is.
Read it, Jay. You gotta read it. You gotta. It's a thing now.
Is that a thing?
You made it a thing.
You're a thing.
Read it.
Do the bit.
You guys are assholes.
Do it. Just do it. Just do it.
All right. All right.
Just do it.
The scale of lame is as follows. 1, never watch again. 2, God, this was awful. 3, is it over yet? 4, why was this made? 5, on the fence. 6, if I'm bored, I'll watch it again. 7, I really liked it. 6.5 is if I'm bored, I really liked it.
Shout out, Shirley.
8, won't forget this one. 9, definite rewatch. And 10, it's a keeper. Me personally, I'm going to give it a 7. I really liked it. You're next.
You said 8 before Beauty?
I was gonna give this movie a solid 8. But then the last 30 seconds happened. This movie is a 5 at best.
On the fence?
Yes.
Really?
Why?
I wouldn't drop it
Because
that
the
much.
ending sucked. It gave me blue balls.
Oh man.
I'm going to give it a solid 8. No. The movie was fantastic. Like I said, Clint wanted us to talk about this movie after it was done.
Let me ask you a question.
That's why he left it the way it is.
What's if it's on, I'll watch it.
There isn't one.
There isn't one?
No.
Okay, well then we'll go with what.
If I'm bored, I'll watch it.
8.
If I'm bored, I'll watch it.
Totally. I would watch it.
You're gonna go with a 6. If I'm bored, I'll watch it again.
The ending is a problem.
No.
The
Big
ending
problem.
really does bother me. I think
You gotta.
Wait, are you? What are you going with? Are you going with if I'm bored, I'll watch it again, or 8 being won't forget this one?
He does that.
No, I'll go with 8.
You go with 8?
I definitely won't forget it. I think it's a really great movie.
Yeah. There you go, guys.
it's
I'm a
just the
7. Mark's a 5. Pop's an 8, and Carissa's also an 8.
I want to ask you guys something real quick. Take another great movie, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Would it have been the same fucking? Would it have been just as good if we don't see the chief smother McMurphy?
That's like the worst part of the movie.
That's actually, it's very well done. Think about it.
I get it.
That
He
movie-
puts him out of his
That
misery.
movie is an iconic movie.
Hang on.
That fucking music weirds
What
me
does
out.
Chief say?
It's weirds
What does
me out,
Chief
dude.
say right before he smothers him?
That-
I can't leave you. You're coming with
Yeah,
me.
you're coming with it. What the hell did he do with his body?
He lives there, but in spirit. He's an Indian. He's a Native American, folks.
Now-
Sorry about that.
Would it have been the same movie if they just show Jack Nicholson walking out and walking out with the fucking lobotomy and then it just fades to black. No, it wouldn't have been.
No.
Okay, so I see where you're going
judge
with
it
this.
based on
I see where you're going
that
with this. All right, we all voted on the scale of lame. Everybody, thank you for listening to the show.
One quick word. We got to do this. We lost David Lynch this week. Fantastic director.
Rest in peace, David.
The man was incredible at surrealism. We also lost Bob Uecker. God bless him.
Rest in peace to both of them. Yeah.
You know, he was an actual commentator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He also played. He was a catcher.
Yes.
By the way, we want to every week our YouTube channel and Facebook page keeps growing. JC, take it away.
Yeah, I'm very. I love your suggestions, guys. Your comments, keep them coming.
Yep. So
we're always going to answer you guys because we love you guys. If not for you, we would not be able to do what we do.
Amen.
So in that retrospect, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Find us on Spotify and all of the major music platforms.
And if you're lucky, I'll give you 2 pops up.
And hey, we need this. Pop needs a new hip.
I do.
Once we get to 50 subscribers, we can go live for you guys, and that's going to be hilarious.
But I have a face for radio.
Oh.
You be both.
This is the Duke of Rocks, and if you can't be here, be bad. Hey. Next week, we will be doing the compare and contrast of Twister.
Oh, boy.
Twisters.
There's an S on the end of it.
I meant Twister, because the first one means shit. The
Yes,
second one
which
doesn't.
was better, Twister or Connect 4?
Is that the guy that Shirley said he's kind of dreamy?
Yeah.
Did he really say that?
Starring Glenn Powell and a bunch of other Gen Zers I don't fucking know. Okay.
Right.
Thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you guys next week.
Fuck off. I got pills to take.
Have a good weekend, people.
What could be easier? It's all alphabetical. You just put it in the right file, according to alphabetical order. You know, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J,